A very good morning, one and all. Welcome to 7th standard science class. In the previous class, we have discussed about 7th standard second chapter, that is heat. In the previous class, we have discussed about hot and cold and measuring the temperature. These are the two concepts, and also we have discussed about laboratory thermometer. These are the three concepts we have discussed in the previous class. Today in this class we are going to discuss about two concepts, that is transfer of heat. Another one is kind of clothes we wear in summer and winter. These are the two concepts we are going to discuss today's class. Today I will finish the second chapter, that is heat. These are the hot and cold we have discussed in the previous class, and also we have discussed about what is temperature. You already know that temperature is nothing but degree of hotness and coldness of the object. It is called temperature. Temperature can be easily measured by using the thermometer. There are mainly three types of thermometer we have discussed in the previous class, that is clinical thermometer, digital thermometer and laboratory thermometer. Clear? Thermometer we can easily measure by using the degree, that is Celsius scale and Fahrenheit scale. This is clinical thermometer and digital thermometer, and the last one it is laboratory thermometer. Regarding the construction of clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer, these are the few important concepts we have discussed in the previous class. Clear? Today in this class the first topic, that is transfer of heat. This is the first concept. This is the important concept today's class, that is transfer of heat. Clear? What is the meaning of transfer of heat? Now listen neatly. Nothing but heat flows from a body at a higher temperature to a body at a lower temperature is called transfer of heat. Clear? You already familiar about water. Clear? The water which is easily flow from higher level to lower level. Same like that, heat is also flow from higher level to lower level. That is we are called as transfer of heat. Clear? Heat which is flow from higher level to lower level. Yelli heat ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೋ, yelli heat ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೋ, automatically heat will flow from higher level to lower level. That is called as transfer of heat. I will tell one simple activity. From this we can easily understand that how the heat is easily flow from higher level to lower level. Take one candle. Clear? One candle ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, one spoon ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆ ಸ್ಪೂನ್ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಹತ್ರ ಇಡ್ರಿ. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈ ಏನು ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಸಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈ ಸುಡಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರುವಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ದಟ್ ನೀವು ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹೀಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಎಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ in the starting here. Now it is a one spoon, like that it is a spoon. Now it is a candle. Clear? Now we are going to start the heat at the one point. One in the start ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. Now comparing with this is the one end, this one will be the another end. Clear? After heating, clear? Heat start ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಹೀಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೂನ್ ನೀವು ಕೈ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರ, ಕೈ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೀಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಹೈ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಟು ಲೋ ಲೆವೆಲ್, ಹೈ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಟು ಲೋ ಲೆವೆಲ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೀಟ್. Transfer of heat, nothing but heat which is flow from a body at a higher temperature to a body at a lower temperature is called transfer of heat. Regarding this case, heat which is transferred from one end to another end, that is we are called as transfer of heat. Regarding the transfer of heat, we can observe there are three types. Clear? Heat which is transferred in three different ways. There are conduction, convection and radiation. Clear? These are the three different type of transfer of heat. Clear? First one is conduction, second one is convection and third one is radiation. Now neatly observe this figure. Neatly observe this figure. Here heat which is easily flow from higher and nothing but this is the high temperature. Now this is the low temperature. Heat which is easily flow from high temperature to low temperature. That is we are called as transfer of heat. There are three types. One is conduction, second one is convection, and third one it is we are called as radiation. Clear? First we are going to discuss about conduction, then afterwards convection, then last we are going to discuss about radiation. Simple. Transfer, nothing but heat which is transferred from high temperature to low temperature. That is we are called as transfer of heat. The first one, conduction. Neatly observe here. This kind of conduction which takes place in the solid substances. Clear? You already know that in the earlier classes nothing but matter. Matter it is broadly classified into three types. One is solid, liquid and gases. These are the three important substances. That is solid, liquid and gases. Clear? You already know that solid nothing but in the solid the molecules are very tightly packed. That is called solid. For example, for solid, board, pencil, chalk pieces. Clear? Wall. Understood? Desk, table. These are all examples for solids. Metals. Metals nothing but copper, aluminium, silver, etc. These are all we are called as solids. And second one which are liquids. Liquid nothing but all the molecules are loosely packed. Compared to solid, all the molecules are tightly packed. See here. Now this is the matter, solid, liquid and gas. In case of solid, all the molecules are tightly packed. The solids are very hard substances. In case of liquid, the molecules are loosely packed. Example for liquid, water, milk, etc. These are examples for liquids. And third one it is gas. Air. All the molecules are rarely packed. That is example for gas, that is air. Like that, the matters are broadly classified into mainly three types: solid, liquid and gas. This kind of conduction which takes place in the solids. Clear? Then what is conduction? Now listen here. Conduction is the process by which heat is transferred in solid from the hotter end to the lower end. Nothing but in the solid, the heat which is transferred in the hotter end to the lower end or colder end is called conduction. Clear? This kind of conduction which takes place in the solid. I already explained one simple activity. This simple activity belongs to conduction. Clear? Now there is one activity it is given here in the book. Clear? Take a iron or aluminium rod of stick. Now this is the one stand. Now this stand which is made up of iron or which is made up of aluminium. One stand. This stand again ಮಾಡಿದರೆ this stand it is clamp the rod to a stand, heat the other end. Now fix a few wax pieces. Wax nothing but mena, menbatti. wax. A wax na ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಫಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ. Clear? Now this is the one end of the wax. Now this is the another end of the wax. Clear? Now another end of the wax, it is heated for using the burner. Clear? Or heated for using the candle, or heated for using the burner. Like that we are heating the one end of the wax. You can observe that after few minutes there will be a drops. There will be a drop of wax. Why there will be a drop of wax? Because now one end of the wax we are giving heat. After few minutes, the heat which is transferred from one end to another end, clear, automatically we can see some of the drop of the wax. From this activity, we can easily come to conclude that heat which is transferred from one end to another end. One ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ? heat ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ heat ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, that's why ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, ಈ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ heat ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ, that's why heat which is transferred from higher end to the lower end. This is we are called as conduction. From this also we can see the here we are getting heat by using the burner. Clear? Heat ಕೊಟ್ಟಷ್ಟು ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ? Heat which is moves from higher end to the lower end. This is the meaning of conduction. Conduction which is takes place in the solid. Clear? Heat which is transferred from hotter end to the colder end. See this example also. Now it is a spoon. Clear? Spoon ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಮೇಣದ ಬತ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. After some time ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Why your hands or ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈ finger ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? Because the heat which is transferred from hotter end to the colder end, that is we are called as conduction. Clear? Conduction, nothing but it is a process by which heat is transferred in solids from the hotter end to the colder end. Clear? Now listen here. Now second one, regarding the solids, we can observe there are two type of substance in case of solids. ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಹೀಟ್ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆಗೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ, ಐರನ್, ಸಿಲ್ವರ್, ಗೋಲ್ಡ್, ಪ್ಲಾಟಿನಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್, wood, wall, clear, pen. These are also example for solids. The heat which can transfer from only some of the substances like the earth. We can observe there are two type of solid. One is conductor and second one is insulator. Then what is conductor? Nothing but conductor or material which allows the heat to pass through. ಯಾವ substance ಅಲ್ಲಿ heat ಒಂದು ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆಗೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ that kind of substances we are called as conductor. For example, iron, aluminium and copper. These are the example for conductors. ಈಗ for example ನೀನು ಸ್ಪೂನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಸ್ಪೂನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ನಿನ್ನ ಕೈ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ? The heat which is easily transferred from one end to another end. ಅದೇ ನೀನು ಏನಾದರೂ ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋದು ಪೀಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ, ನಿನ್ನ ಕೈ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ದಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ದಟ್ heat which is does not pass from one end to another end. That is an example for insulator. Clear? Insulator are material which do not allow heat to pass through them easily. That is we are called as insulator. Example, wood, plastic and glass. Clear? Wood and plastic and glass, these are the example for insulator. The substances which allows the heat pass through such type of substances we are called as conductor. Example for conductor, brass, aluminium, iron, copper, steel, etc. These are all example for conductor. Now these are all example for insulator. Regarding the insulator, which does not allow the current to pass through. Correct? Current to pass ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, heat pass ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. You already know that. For example, electricity. Now current ಒಂದು ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆಗೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ by using the copper wire. This kind of copper, it is example for conductor, current which is easily flow. Like that, heat is also easily flow from one end to another end. That kind of substances we are called as conductor. ಯಾವುದು substance heat na allow ಮಾಡುತ್ತೋ such type of substances we are called as conductor. ಯಾವುದು heat na allow ಮಾಡಲ್ವೋ such type of substances we are called as insulator. Example for conductor: iron, aluminium, copper, etc. For insulator: wood, plastic and glass. Next is the one type of transform of heat, that is conduction. Conduction, nothing but it takes place in the solid. Heat which is easily transferred from hotter end to colder end. Clear? ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ heat ಹೆಂಗ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? Heat which it will pass from hotter end to the colder end. But regarding the convention, this kind of convention it will takes in the liquid and gas. Clear? Transform of heat which takes place in the solid, that is we are called as conduction. Transform of heat which takes place in the liquid and gas is called as convention. Now listen here. Convention is the process by which heat is transformed in liquid and gas from hotter part to the colder part. Here also heat which will transfer from hotter end to the colder end, but it is takes place in the solid and liquid. Now listen here, there is one simple activity. By using this simple activity, we can easily come to know that what is the meaning of convention. Now from this activity, what are the material required? This is the tripod stand. Tripod stand, like there is a one tripod stand. Now this is the one round bottomed flask. Clear? Inside the flask we are taking the water, and this is a candle, or we are taking one burner. Spirit lamp, burner, like that we are using for heating purpose. Clear? And as it is, we are adding some of the chemical, that is potassium permanganate. Clear? Why we are adding potassium permanganate means we can neatly absorb the transform of heat in the round bottomed flask. Clear? Now it is a round bottomed flask. Inside the round bottomed flask, it is completely filled with water. Clear? Now I am start heating. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ heat ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. What happens after heating sometimes? ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? What will happen after some time continuous heating? ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು heat ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ heat ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿನಾ? ನೀವು ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಮುಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ತಣ್ಣಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಸ್ನಾನ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ನೀರು ಕಾಯಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ನೀರನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಪಾತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕಾಯಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. 1 minutes ಆಗಿದೆ, ಮುಟ್ಟು ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ತಣ್ಣಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ? ಇವಾಗ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾವು ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಹೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನೀರು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಆ ನೀರು ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಹೀಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಹಾಟ್ ವಾಟರ್ ರೈಸಸ್ ಅಪ್, ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಆ ರೈಸ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ತಣ್ಣಗಿರೋ ನೀರು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಳಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ನಾವು heat absorb here. Now heat absorb here. Now this is a one utensil. Clear? This kind of utensil, it is completely filled with water. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೀರನ್ನ ಕಾಯಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಬಿಸಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಟಮ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಂಟೈನ್ ವಾಟರ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಎಲ್ಲ ಸುತ್ತ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಈ ಪಾತ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ನೀರಿದೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? The utensil it is completely filled with water. By using the gas stove, we are heating the water. Clear? Heat ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾ, the heat now it is directly touches to the bottom of the water. Clear? ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀರು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ತಳದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ನೀರು ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ, that time the hot water will rise up. This kind of hot water will rise up. ಇದು ರೈಸ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ, ಖಾಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಖಾಲಿ ಇರೋ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. cold water will enter. Again continuous heat, this become hot water, again it rises up, again cold water will be entered to the that place. Clear? Automatically after 1/2 an hour we can feel that the water will completely become hot. From this we can easily come to know that in liquid hot water is rise up, nothing but it move from hotter end to the colder end. From this activity we can come to know that, we can clearly know that means this kind of convection is a process by which heat which is transferred in liquid and gases hot part to the colder part. Neatly observe here. Here, neatly observe here in this picture also. Here in the bottom of the water it becomes hot, automatically it will rise up, and cold water which will enter like that. We can easily come to know that convection will take place. Clear? Convection will take place because heat which is transferred from hot end to the colder end. Clear? This is we are called as convection. Conduction nothing but it will take place in the solid. Convection it will take place in the liquid and gas. Clear? Liquid and also gas. Now I will show how it will take place in gas. In gas. Now listen here. Regarding in gas, you can take a candle or ಒಂದು ಬೆಂಕಿ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ಸರಿನಾ. ಇವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ ನೀಟ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಹಿಯರ್. There will be conduction it takes place here, convection it takes place here, radiation also takes place. I will explain regarding this picture for convection. That means convection it takes place in case of liquid and gases. Clear? ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಫೈರ್ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ನೀವು ಕೈನ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು ಈಗ. ಸಿ ಕೈ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸರ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕೈ ನಿಮಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಇದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಈಗ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೈ ಇಟ್ಟಿದೆಯಾ, ಏನು ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈ ಮಾಮೂಲಿ ತರ ಇತ್ತು. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಒಂದು 10 minutes ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕಲಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೀಲ್ ಸಮ್ ಹಾಟ್. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈ ಬೆಚ್ಚಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಫೈರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಬೆಚ್ಚಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಬೆಚ್ಚಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಈ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಏರ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಏರ್, ತಣ್ಣನೆ ಗಾಳಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾಟ್ ಏರ್ ವಿಲ್ ರೈಸಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಏರ್ ರೈಸಸ್ ಡೌನ್. ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕಲಿ ಯುವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ ವಾರ್ಮ್, ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಕನ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ air also. Convection will takes place in the air. Here conduction will takes place in the solids. Clear? Artha aita nimage neatage? You can observe, you can do one simple activity in your home. You manelu sah one simple activity observe ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಏನು? Take one candle. You can try in your home with your parents. Clear? Take one candle. A candle ಗೆ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಕೈ ಇಡಿ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಷ್ಟು ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಕೈ ಇಡಿ. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಷ್ಟು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಫೀಲ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಸಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ air is present. Now this is the bottom of the air. Clear? After continuous heating, this air become hot air, it is rises up. Now it is your hand. Now it is your hand. After continuous heating, this cold air become hot air, it is rises up. It is rises up and cold air now it is entered to this vacant place. Automatically you can feel that there will be a hotness. From this we can easily come to know that convection, nothing but transfer of heat in case of liquid and also gases. Clear? From easily know that heat which is transferred from hotter end to the colder end. Heat which will transfer from hotter end to the colder end. Same as it is, we can observe in the nature regarding the convection. These are the two examples: sea breeze, another one is land breeze. Clear? Sea breeze, another one is land breeze. We can see the convection in the nature also. Clear? Nature. See, what is sea breeze and what is land breeze? Clear? During the day, clear, the land gets heated faster than the sea. Andre ಡೇ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಭೂಮಿ ನೀರಿಗಿಂತನೂ ಸಮುದ್ರಕ್ಕಿಂತನೂ ಬೇಗ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಗ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ನಾವು ಸಿ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹಿಯರ್. So the air above the land gets heated, becomes hotter and rises up, and cool air from the sea moves towards the land. This is called as sea breeze. Now need to observe here. I will show another one picture. You can easily understand what is a sea breeze. Clear? Now observe this figure. Now this is the land. Now this is the land. Illi in the daytime you already know that sun, it gives enormous amount of heat and light. ಈ sun ನ heat energy ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ ಏರು ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, hot ಆಯ್ತು, heat ಆಯ್ತು. After heating this will be rises up, ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಗಾಳಿ. Same as it is in case of liquid, it takes place in the convection, and like that it is takes place in the air also. Clear? Automatically it will be rises up. ಗಾಳಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಯ್ತು, hot air will be rises up. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಮುದ್ರದ ಹತ್ರ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, there will be cold air. This cold air now it is enter to the this vacant place, that is we are called as sea breeze. Now we observe the sea breeze. Now it is a land. Clear? Now this is a sea. Now it is a land. Now it is completely, both are completely filled with air. Both are completely filled with air. Okay? Full, all it is completely filled with the air. During the daytime, during the day, sea breeze will take place. Clear? During the day, sunlight now directly falls on the air. Illu birutte. ಯಾಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಗ ಹೀಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್, ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಏರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹೀಟ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? Sunlight, you already know that sun gives large amount of heat energy. Using that heat energy, this portion of the air will become hot. This portion will become hot. This portion automatically after heating will rise up. Will rise up. Will rise up. For this vacant place, it enters the cold air. This is a cold air which is present above the sea level. Clear? This is the cold air which is present above the sea level. This cold air which is entered to the vacant place, present in the above the land level, above this is the vacant place. This process we are called as sea breeze. Due to this, the land become more hotter in the day according to sea. Illi cold air illi pass ಆಯ್ತು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ cold air ಬರುತ್ತೆ. That means day time ಅಲ್ಲಿ sea breeze regarding the sea ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ land ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸಮುದ್ರ ನೀರು ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಗ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ? This is the reason. Due to the sea breeze. During the daytime, land gets heated faster. Why land gets heated faster? Because compared to sea level, compared to sea, land yaake bega busy agutte andre this is called as sea breeze. Clear? Due to the daytime, the land above the air is completely hotter. This hotter rises up, then the cold air which is above the sea level, which is entered to the this vacant place, this process we are called as sea breeze. Because of this reason, during the daytime, land become more hotter compared to sea. Understood? Compared to sea, this is we are called as sea breeze. Same as it is, the reverse process takes place in the night time. That is we are called as land breeze. See here. During the night, sea cools down slowly than the land. So night after ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, land in comparison ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ sea ಬೇಗ ಕೂಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬೇಗ ಕೂಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So that hot air above the sea rises up and cold air from the land moves towards the sea. Now we come to the night. Now we come to the night process. Clear? Regarding the night, what will happen in the night? Clear? During the night time, sea cools down slowly than the land. Clear? Land ಮತ್ತೆ sea ಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೈಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ sea level hotness ನಿಧಾನ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. During the night, sea cools down slowly than the land. Comparing with land and comparing with the sea. Comparing with sea, ಎರಡು ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ sea ನಿಧಾನಕ್ಕೆ ತಣ್ಣಗಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಏರ್ now it is also continuous heating, it is also completely become hot air. ಸರಿನಾ? ಇದು hot air ಆಗಿದೆ. now it is also completely become hot air. ಸರಿನಾ? ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ಏರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಬೇಗ ತಣ್ಣಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಗ ತಣ್ಣಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ನಿಧಾನ ತಣ್ಣಗಾಗ್ತಿದೆ. that time again the hot air it will rises up due to heat. Now it become cold air, now which is cold air which is entered to the sea breeze above the sea. Now this process we are called as land breeze. Breeze ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗಾಳಿ. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಗಾಳಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ? that wind it is coming from land, that is we are called as land breeze. During the night, sea cools down slowly than the land, so that hot air above the sea rises up. See here, hot air above which is rises up and cold air from the land moves towards the sea. It is we are called as land breeze. Now neatly observe here. Here now in the night, clear? In the night, now these are the air, completely air. Clear? Compared to land and compared to sea, the sea level goes down compared to land. Land ಬೇಗ ತಣ್ಣಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ, sea ಇದು hotness ನಿಧಾನ ತಣ್ಣಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ. That means hot air which is rises up and cold air which is present above the land, now it is entered to the sea. That process we are called as, this is land breeze and this one is sea breeze. Clear? This is the one figure. Using that we can easily come to know that this is called as sea breeze, that is we are called as land breeze. Clear? This is the sea breeze. We can know that regarding the land, the hot air which is enter into the hot air which is rises up and cold air which is above the sea level which is enter to the land. Therefore it is we are called as sea breeze. Sea breeze. Clear? Then here regarding the night, the hot air will rises up and the cold air which is in the land which is enter to the sea level. This we are called as land breeze. These are the two type of transform of heat. One is conduction and second one is convection. Two we have discussed. And the third type of transform of heat, that is radiation. Clear? You already know that large number of radiation which is coming from the sun. Sun gives large amount of heat. That heat which is in the form of radiation. That means there are 7 type of radiation which is coming from the sun. That is nothing but radio waves, microwaves, electromagnetic waves, and X-rays, gamma rays. Clear? These are the some of the 7 different type of radiation which is coming from the sun. Clear? Radiation is the process by which heat is transferred from one place to another place without any medium. Clear? ಈಗ ನಾವು ರೂಮ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ರೂಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ? ಡೆಸ್ಕ್, ಟೇಬಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. Then also room it is not empty because room it is completely filled with air. ಆ air ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ this we are called as vacuum. Clear? That means the radiation which can easily transfer in the vacuum also. That means no medium required. Water medium not required. Gas medium not required. Air medium not required. Not required any medium. the heat which is transferred from one place to another place without any medium. The very simple example for radiation, that is sun reaches the earth by radiation. Clear? How? See here, the sun reaches the earth by radiation. Here directly from the here it is a earth. You already know that earth it is completely covered with water and air. ಇಲ್ಲಿ air ಇದೆ. But in this place there is no air is present. That means no medium. That means heat which is transferred from sun to earth but without any medium, that is we are called as radiation. Clear? That is we are called as radiation. When we sit near a fire, we feel warm due to the heat transferred by the fire. Clear? That is a one simple example related to radiation. Clear? These are the transform of heat we have discussed in today's class. In the next class, we are going to discuss one more topic. That means the chapter will be finished.